Welcome back, everybody. No Jason this time.
Nope. Fuck that guy.
Back, man. Is it?
Wait.
You don't slap hard enough. I'm Jason. I'm a master slapper. I slap everybody. So
In
hard
his
all the
defense,
time.
you don't.
Well, I don't want to hurt people, John.
Okay.
Jesus. All right.
Okay.
Welcome back, everybody. John, you all should know. And on this couch, Justine Martin Thomas. And Robert, I don't know your last name.
My last name is Luke. Robert Luke.
Okay, Robert Luke. I see you on my Facebook feed all the time.
Hey, you know what? We both have first names.
That's right.
Ooh.
First name, last names.
Ah.
Yeah.
Like most superheroes.
Wait, does that mean that you guys are assassins? Is that what that is?
No, that's when you got three
That's
names.
when you got three names.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well,
No.
It's either superheroes or serial killers.
Now, if he was like Martin Leroy Thomas, then he'd be a serial killer.
Oh, that is my middle name.
Oh
though.
shit! I didn't realize that.
I'm kidding.
So you're gonna kill me later because I just revealed his secrets. I am so screwed.
he's also Batman. What are you talking? Oh man. Speaking of Batman, let's talk about Batman, folks.
We're going to talk about Batman
We're gonna
without
talk about Batman.
without Jason Murphy?
I did that guy.
That guy.
Okay, all right,
That
okay.
guy.
That guy and his guy.
Okay. All right.
Giving me
let's
the-
see, and he's
the
in the
stink
room now.
ass
I don't
Stink
know about
guy
this.
From over there.
Yeah.
You,
Sorry,
you
chicken
stick
dick.
it up all day long, motherfucker. No, actually, so Arkham Knight came out this week. Batman Arkham Knight came out this week, and I managed to. I finished it last night.
Did it come out? Because I only play games on a PC, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, well, it came out on PC for all of like 5 minutes.
Yeah, for 5 minutes.
Sick PC burn. I love it.
Damn.
I love it. Now, it's funny. We talk about that on the podcast. It's coming out tomorrow. But I think that was a really good thing that they pulled it.
No, I was
Yeah,
talking
no.
in the Tribe Comics today, talking about how amazing that was. That nobody ever does that. Usually they go like, "Oh, well, there'll be a patch soon. Don't worry about it."
Right.
And I was like, "Wow, it must have been a huge debacle for Warner Brothers to step in and go like, you know what? Our reputation is actually worth more to us than the money."
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
pull it. Just pull the fucking thing.
Pull it,
That's
and
incredible.
we'll put it
How
back
bad
up when
was it?
it's ready.
I don't know. I got it on the PlayStation 4. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm-
same here.
I'm not entirely
I
certain.
was so ready to buy it, and all I kept reading was how it's a train wreck and all the things that were wrong with it.
Oh my god!
and-
I just realized that my windows are wide open.
Oh yeah.
Everybody
no,
from the street.
That's good. I've never been here, so I had to peek in to make sure I was going to the right spot.
Yeah. So I can just see people walking by
That's right.
outside the windows.
Oh man, we're gonna get some special guest stars, but no,
Yeah.
actually, I was trying to think of stuff to talk about for Batman because we've got a poll up right now. Overwhelmingly, yes, we're gonna play some Batman
Okay.
probably in about 30, 45 minutes while we're talking.
Okay.
But so Batman Arkham Knight came out, and I wanted to talk. So first of all, you've played it.
Yes.
You've played it.
I haven't beaten it, but I played it.
Have you played it yet?
Arkham Knight?
Yeah.
No.
Have you played the other ones?
Yes.
Okay. Did you play Arkham Origins?
Mostly.
Okay.
I played all through Origins.
Okay. Well, I have this issue that's a trend that I've seen in at least the last 2-3 Batman games and 1.5 Batman movies. Why is every Batman story about? Why does the first thing that has to happen in just about every Batman story that we've seen recently is Gotham City is evacuated? Like we saw, or I mean, I guess in Dark Knight Rises, it wasn't technically evacuated, but there was nobody.
But for the
really
most part, yeah,
there.
you're right. You're right.
Like we never saw people out there trying to
Well,
do
that's
anything.
right. That's right. And okay.
Arkham Knight, like they said, we're going to have a fully fledged Gotham, and then the first thing they do in the first cutscene in the game, spoilers, is put everybody on a bus and leave town. I mean, in Arkham Origins, it was just way too cold, I guess, for people to be outside.
Yeah, because it was like in Origins, it was like the worst blizzard in history, and like so people, it was Christmas as well, so people were at home with their families and they were staying indoor because of the blizzard and things like that.
Well, now I assume in the games, like in especially in or animated projects, the reason for evacuating the people
Yeah.
is that it cuts down on the render time and
Yeah.
processing you need.
So they don't have to actually model and animate
Right.
all of those people. Also, when you're driving as Batman and just careening all over the place, going into the side of buildings and smashing through walls and shit, maybe so you don't accidentally run over a bunch of people,
the
even though
Batmobile-
you do it in this game.
The Batmobile is famously not street legal.
Well, I gotta say, I mean, for you guys that have played Arkham Knight, I have done more property damage in Arkham Knight
Yes.
as Batman Scarecrow and Joker and Bane.
Yep.
Like, I mean, the Batmobile just goes right through concrete. Like,
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know who is out there. I don't know if there's like some special section of the Scarecrow's crew that is rebuilding everything
Yeah.
as soon as I get done. Like riders on the streets are like, shit, man. Like that was a landmark, Batman. But it's also weird the way that all the criminals in Arkham Knight have cars, or like half of them have cars.
Some of them have cars.
Just driving around and just,
And then they see Batman, they're like, oh shit, Batman's following us.
Well, I mean, I guess unless Gotham is like New York, it makes sense for the villains to have cars. I mean, otherwise, how are they getting around?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
But what I also love is that when you're driving the Batmobile and you run over a villain,
Yeah.
there's an explanation on why they're not dead.
Oh, really?
The Batmobile somehow electrocutes them, and that means they weren't hurt.
Which is
that what that
interesting when you plow into a group of like 20 of these guys that are just
And they just go
walking on the train.
flying, but it's okay.
Yeah.
They're not dead.
Yeah, there was a
They're
little-
just electrocuted.
There was a little electric shock noise. It's fine. It'll be fine.
Kumail Nanjiani tweeted, according to Batman, Brain Dead is not dead.
Yeah. Oh my God. The takedowns is something that I've said before, but the takedowns in the entire Arkham series. I mean, the number of people that you're doing this shit to, there's got to be the special Bruce Wayne Memorial like Bat Ward that
Right,
is just
right.
full of people that are messed up. But what I was going somewhere with this before, and that is like I know you guys all read comics. I'll read Batman
Sure.
comics. right?
Yes, all the time.
Like I wanna actually pick you guys' brain about like what, because I feel like we've seen No Man's Land and Nightfall and your general Joker origin story just over and over and over and over
Too
again.
many times.
Too many times. So what I want to know is what Batman stories you would like to see either made into a movie or made into a game. I mean, the new Dawn of Justice, that's obviously going to be Batman versus Superman, which is at least something slightly different, but
True. I'd always hope they get to Hugo Strange. There's a series, and you can buy it together, collect it. The story is called Prey.
okay.
And it really, even though it's not called that, it's really much more Batman Year 2.
Okay.
And it's with his supervillain psychiatrist, Dr. Hugo Strange, who's obsessed with finding out who Batman is, who dresses up like Batman, and comes the closest to exposing him to the world.
Did he dress up like Batman?
Oh, yeah.
He
In the
didn't do that
comics
in
he
Arkham
did.
City.
No, not in Arkham City.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think we need to see a little bit more of the Killing Joke. It was hinted at in one of the games, but I think we need to see that game or that
Put up
comic
a little
book
bit closer.
fleshed out and in either an animated movie with Mark Hamill voicing
Okay.
or a full game. I think with the games, I think we need to dive a little bit more into the early days of the Robins. If they do like a Robins origin,
I
or
would
something.
Yeah,
like
I
to
would
see
dig
that.
that.
I would really
So
like to see that.
I would like to see a Batman story where instead of it's actually Batman, it's actually this mech suit piloted by Commissioner Gordon.
Okay.
And
Okay.
instead of bat ears, he has these weird robotic bunny ears.
Oh, that sounds
and
awesome.
Oh wait, that's the actual comics right
Wait,
now. That's the comics right now. Bruce Wayne,
and
Batman's
Superman
dead in
just like
the
wears
comics.
a T-shirt, right? Like
Yeah,
that's-
and he has
that's-
he has bloody fists from punching people,
wait,
and he has no powers.
I'm sorry.
wait,
Wait, what
is
are
this
you
the actual
talking
comic
about?
book?
This-
These
yeah.
are the current comic books.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the
Superman
actual-
is just punching. Superman's just Tyler Durden.
So
now,
basically,
or?
Superman got a power where he expels all the stored solar energy in his body, and it causes like a huge bomb to go off. And then because of it, though, because he's depleted all the stored solar energy, he becomes like normally human for like a limited amount of time while his body restores up solar energy.
Okay.
So they do this whole thing where his secret identity as Clark Kent gets revealed to the world by Lois Lane, and then
Wait, what?
yes,
bitch.
yes,
Is this all canon?
yes, this is all continuity.
Now, is this part of Convergence where there's all these multiple
No,
storylines
this is
going on?
actually after Convergence and actually is continuity and is currently going on, is canon continuity.
Man, every time I feel bad that I stopped reading DC Comics about 9 months ago, somebody updates
Yeah.
me on what's happening, and I don't feel guilty
like I
at all.
said, in Batman, apparently it appears that the Joker and Batman kill themselves, and the Gotham decides that there needs to be a Batman, so they have this company create this mech suit, this armor suit that is piloted by Commissioner Gordon, who is now Batman.
Commissioner Gordon.
Commissioner Gordon.
Like 50-year-old father.
Well,
with
they made him
mustache.
younger in the comics, and he shaved the mustache, and
He
now
shaved the mustache.
He shaved the-
mustache.
Then he's not even Commissioner
There's
Gordon
actually
anymore.
there's actually a really good in the Batgirl comic. Like he goes to visit Barbara, and she's like, "You shaved the mustache, bring it back." You know, like she's like, "What are you doing? Why did you do that?" I know, you know, kind of like she makes a big deal about the fact that he shaved his mustache.
Wow.
Yeah, the DC. They're top of the line books, like their AAA titles, the big three. Stay away from them, but they have some good smaller books like Batgirl and Gotham by Midnight or Gotham at Midnight and a few other books. They're all pretty good.
Okay, so
Which ones again? Say that one
Like
more time.
Batgirl, Gotham Academy, Gotham by Midnight,
that Gotham TV show.
Bizarro, the Bizarro miniseries that's currently going on is pretty
I've
good.
heard the Batgirl comic book is really good.
Yeah, I've read some Batgirl.
There's a
It
new
was okay.
Black Canary comic that's actually pretty good.
Okay, that looks promising.
Yeah,
But I am so afraid to get back in those waters again.
yeah, it's
Have they undone the New 52 yet?
no. Well, I
No?
mean, kind of.
Aren't they planning on
It's
doing
Kind
that?
of. So
Sort of.
Convergence kind of undid it in that they said, okay, well, we brought everything back, and now nothing is continuity, and everything is continuity.
Mm-hmm.
Like they
Oh.
even undid Crisis on Infinite Earths. Like they retconned that.
That?
Yeah, they went all the way back to the first Crisis and undid it so that everything now happened. Every version of every character of every comic is now continuity.
Huh.
And now they can just write a story, and it may not actually be about the same version of Batman that you were reading in the previous story arc. It may just be a completely different Earth, but it's continuity because who cares now? As long as it's a good story.
Okay, so I only thought I was done with DC. Now I know with an absolute certainty. That's that much less money I have to spend every month.
It's reasons like these why I just stick with the independent comic books and Image. Everything
Yeah.
Image does right now is amazing.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Most of what I buy is Image, but there's some Marvel titles that'll intrigue me. And with Marvel, like, you know what? If I'm curious, I buy that comic and I get the digital copy for free. I think it's the greatest thing.
Yeah, no.
I mean, that way I can support my comic book shop, but then still read my comic books without having to put my glasses on.
Well, let's see. So far, I mean, John and Robert, how are you guys finding Arkham Knight? What do you think about it?
I like it a lot, but it's a real bummer.
It's dark.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It is not a happy game.
I'm a little disappointed that they aren't doing more with Scarecrow and the whole fear toxin thing. Because I feel like he's a character that gets boned all the time. Everybody loves the Joker so much.
Right.
That, like, Scarecrow, there was I don't remember if it was a comic or if it was one of the animated series or whatever, but, like, there was a whole arc that I read where Batman gets spritzed with that shit, and then, like, he has no fear. And then it's, like, this weird,
Yeah.
like, he starts going over the edge because he doesn't have the fear to kind of keep him in check. There's so many things about Batman that Scarecrow can lead to really interesting stuff. And here, it's basically just crazy juice. Like, that's all that it is. You get sprayed with it, and then you turn into a crazy person.
I mean, most of the time that's what it is. I mean,
Yeah.
Scarecrow comes on, and it's like, oh, what's he gonna do this time? He's gonna make Batman scared until he's not.
Right.
There's
Yeah.
a point where Batman goes like, all right, I'm so over it. Uppercut.
Yeah.
Go to
But
jail.
I also do kind of like it because in this story, I will say I like it because Batman knows like, oh well, I got sprayed by that shit, so whatever I see is obviously a hallucination. So he ain't having any of it. So he'll see stuff and he'll just not react.
Yeah.
To any of it, even though it's clearly happening and he can clearly see it.
Yeah.
But he's just like, let's just keep moving.
Arkham Asylum, all the Scarecrow scenes gave me a real need to see like a Nightmare on Elm Street video game.
Oh,
yeah.
That'd be
That's what I
very
want to
cool.
see.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think it's Arkham City and the 1998 kind of sort of reboot of the animated series that made. And that's where the non-fear toxin came from.
Oh, okay.
That's
That's right.
I think that's when they made Scarecrow really badass.
Yeah.
Otherwise, at least Scarecrow was the only villain who was in all three Nolan movies.
Yeah, he was.
Completely ineffectual in all three movies.
Yes. Yes.
Well, he did set Batman on fire.
Well, come on. Who hasn't set Batman on fire? That's just
At least
Tuesday.
once. But no, I mean, as far as the game goes, I think it's a great game so far. I like what I'm playing. I do think it has some pacing issues with the story.
Yeah.
There's just too much of that tank shit, man.
Um,
I didn't hate it when I started, but there's just way too much of it.
Yeah.
Wait, too much what?
the
Batmobile.
Batmobile tank combat, where it's the Batmobile turns into like
Oh.
this tank, and then there's these remote control tanks that come in, and you got to blow them all
Gotcha,
up. and
gotcha.
It's fucking 4th of July.
I
but-
absolutely hate fighting in a tank and driving that damn car.
yeah,
Yes.
I like driving the car just because it makes me laugh. You know, when you're driving through pretty much everything.
Well, now-
When I drive that car, I feel like I'm Superman and Man of Steel.
Well, okay, now, okay, so those segments,
yeah.
are they similar to the arcade game? You know what I'm talking about, where you can drive the various Batmobiles?
I have
a little
no
bit.
idea. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about,
Okay.
and it's similar to that. You can choose like so far only one new skin.
Okay.
But it's just a skin. It's the same shape.
Okay.
But the 66 skin on this tank mobile
Yeah.
looks badass.
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah, it's all black and red.
I got it, but I haven't put it on there yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I've
Otherwise,
got it.
it drives sort of like that, where you're just barely in control when you're going really, really fast. And,
Yeah.
I would say the arcade is way easier, but it drives like that, except in the arcade you're not destroying everything.
Okay. Okay. How are the side missions?
Oh, those are good.
They're good.
Half are good. I think that, I mean, you guys can correct me if you think that I'm wrong. In fact, I'm sure that there's plenty of people who feel otherwise but I feel like when we moved into the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, the next gen stuff, that the video game industry right now is suffering from the curse of too many goddamn side missions.
Okay,
I felt
yeah.
it in The Witcher 3. I felt it in Dragon Age Inquisition. I feel it right now that, like, we are living in an age where you could essentially have enough sub-missions that were all handcrafted. Like, you'll have a whole quest line in Arkham Knight that deals with running down one supervillain.
Yeah.
But it's kind of just doing the same thing over and over again.
Okay.
And God help the fucking the repeatable go take out this thing and then do it 20 times.
Yeah.
And not only do it 20 times, but like we're not even going to tell you where these things are. You've got to like hunt and peck and search around the map to try to find them. It really busts up the pacing of the game, like, because the
yeah.
story is so well crafted that when you hit this obviously video gamey moment of go unlock 6 of these things and go do this activity 20 times, that it ends up really, really being. I don't know. I just don't like it. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it does. It messes up the pacing because, you know, you have the main story arc where you have, you know, the Arkham Knight and Scarecrow basically doing their thing, and then they're like, Batman, we're going to destroy Gotham unless you come do this immediately or come stop us immediately.
Yeah.
And then off to the side, you have the Riddler going, but Batman, I have this ally of yours that I'm going to kill if you don't come after me right now.
Right.
And then you have someone else going, but this person is also in trouble, so if you don't come after me, I'm going to kill them. And it does a good job in giving you that urgency, like that just everything is coming at Batman all at once. But the problem is, if you ignore all of that, you'll sometimes get a reminder of like the Riddler going,
fuck the Riddler.
the
Fuck
Riddler
that-
coming out and going,
fuck that guy,
hey,
man."
hey, Batman, you know, I told you about this thing that you have to go do or else I'm going to kill this person, and you haven't done it yet. Do you want me to kill this person? Because I will, but I'll give you some more time to come do it. And it's like, so you're not ever going to do it, so fuck you.
Okay, so can you play the game and just ignore all that?
Yes.
And still
Yeah.
have a rich
Yeah.
experience?
Well,
Like-
I don't know if you have a rich
like,
experience,
will
but you
pay
can.
a penalty later for it.
So I the way I play it is like once I get kind of like into like a breather in the story,
Yeah.
or I'm just kind of like tired of that story and I want to break to something else, then I start jumping to each different subplot until they're taken care of.
Okay.
Otherwise, some of them are pretty cool. Some of them reference Arkham Asylum. One of them even references Origins.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
actually a few tie-ins to Origins.
Yeah, I actually like that they brought the mechanic of the recreation of the crime scene mechanic from Origins.
Uh-huh.
Once.
No, it's like twice.
No, once. So one time. There's a scanning thing, but the whole timeline thing that only happens one time.
I think it's 2 or 3 times.
There's a couple.
Okay, guys, which is it? Once, twice, 3 times?
There's a couple.
The only one that I remember was there was a car crash. That was
No,
the
there's
only
that one, and then there's also the one trying to get the fingerprints.
Oh, okay, yeah, but that was
Not the same thing, but
okay,
similar.
Okay, no, okay, I know what you're talking about. The answer to your question though is, and this is another thing that I find it pretty irksome about this game. There's an ending to the story of the game.
Right.
There is a second ending that you can only unlock by getting 100% completion in the entire game.
Oh, okay.
And the thing is that I have like 95% completion. But I will be goddamned if I am going to hunt down 226 more Riddler pieces of shit. God, I hate those things so much.
Right,
I hate it because it's like a 6-step process where you've got to get a guy, you got to do this fight where you're not hitting this one guy, and then interrogate him, and then he tells you where it is, and you got to go there. I wish Riddler was the bad guy in this game.
Yeah.
I really do, because I want to punch him in the face so many times. Like, I wish that it was the sort of thing where you just punch him and then he gets back up and then you punch him again and he keeps coming back, because he's constantly on this loudspeaker. I don't know if it was Bruce Wayne who invested in these like 60-foot plasma screens that are all over Gotham City, but they've constantly got the Riddler on him, and he's just the shittiest internet know-it-all of all time. He's like, Batman, I guess you're just afraid to solve my puzzles because they're all over. Batman, you better start solving my puzzles or else somebody else will, and then they'll get. Batman, I guess my dick is bigger than yours because you won't come solve my puzzle. I'm just like, your puzzles are stupid. Shut up. Shut up. I want press X. I want DLC where I press X to have the Batwing nuke his headquarters from orbit. There's nobody in there. Like, keep the Joker alive, haul Harvey Two-Face off to jail, kill the Riddler. Just string him up like Saw in one of his own.
You're very.
I'm sorry. I hate that motherfucker. I hate his little puzzles. They were okay in Arkham Asylum, but Rocksteady, and the fact that I can't see that ending unless I go and solve all of them, it's such a chore. I hate it. I don't know. Do you hate it, Robert?
I am not into the whole Riddler trophies. I felt that they were a little bit easier in Origins, but I don't care about those. I did the whole thing where you solve all those puzzles to save the ally that he kidnaps.
Yes.
I feel like that was important. You need to take care of that before the ending of the story.
That shit was such a cock tease, though, because you
Yeah, it
do
was.
that, and then something big happens, and you're like, this is awesome, great, wonderful. And it's like a fight, and then you get like 20% of the way into that fight, and then he's just like, no, I'm not going to fight you until you go solve all my riddles. And it's like,
Oh.
come on, assface. Like, and he just goes into another room. I'm like, can I get the Batmobile in here and tear the wall off like I've done a million times before? I just don't.
I did that earlier today, and I was like, cool, I can solve this case without going through all the damn trophies.
Yep.
And he was like, nope.
Also, I don't know if you guys feel this, but like they have this whole mechanic in the game where you can fight with your allies. Where
Yes.
you've got allies, and it's like you can do a fight with them, and so it's a normal fight, but you can switch between you and your allies, and then
Okay.
you can actually even do these like really awesome multi-part takedowns with your allies. Only in like these very constrained places in the
Yes.
game. Like only
Okay.
in this one building can you do these fights.
Yeah.
And I don't understand, because in Arkham City, you could straight up play as Catwoman. You just roll
Oh,
around.
that's true,
She had
yeah.
a whole subplot and missions and like Riddler trophies that you could only get with Catwoman.
Right.
And I don't understand, because it seems like in this game that they're just jamming as many Bat people into this game as humanly possible. I mean, fucking Azrael's in this game. I mean, like, why can't I
And
play?
you can play as Azrael in those certain missions.
Yeah, for
Really?
like 5 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, for like 5 minutes at a time.
Okay.
But you
Yeah.
cannot get hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to. It's a thing where he's testing Azrael.
Yeah.
All right. Like, I don't want to know too much about it because I know that I will eventually play.
Right. Yeah.
But I was catching a commercial or a YouTube video or something, and I see that there's a Robin with the buzz cut looking like
Tim Drake.
Chris O'Donnell.
Yeah, Chris O'Donnell. Thank you.
Yeah.
But then I also see the classic Dick Grayson as Nightwing.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So was the other one Tim Drake?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
He was
okay.
he was Tim Drake in City, and I don't know if it's the same voice actor, but it sounds very similar.
Okay.
Kind of same face design.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Tim Drake is Robin, and of course Dick is Nightwing.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I tell you what. Do we want to play some? Actually,
Sure.
I don't know.
Well,
I mean,
because you might not want to
You
play.
you might need to excuse
Oh,
yourself
okay.
because
It's a big
we're about to hit a
Yeah,
big
yeah, 'cause
story
I-
spoiler.
It was
Yeah,
a really
Mr.
satisfying
Spoiler needs to
Okay,
avoid the
yeah,
spoilers.
Yeah, I just shouldn't avoid all this. Like, even watching the YouTube video, I took my eye off of it, and then it went to the next one, and then I'm just watching, and I see the title, and it says, like, the ending. And I was like, off.
You were just on a playlist on YouTube.
Yeah.
I've just avoided the internet. Just no Reddit, no internet. It's just Facebook is fine because I'm the only asshole talking about Batman in my
we need
feed.
somebody who
Okay.
wants to play Batman. Over.
All right.
Hey, who wants to play Batman?
Duh.
So you can play Batman, but who wants to play Batman?
Too late.
Get the other asshole.
No.
Get Jason. Jason. Well, then get him inside. I don't care where he is.
That's not hard to figure out.
Here, let me see that.
It's
for a
weird when you say other asshole and like 3 people are like, "Do you mean
know.
me?
second. Do you mean me? Is it me?
No,
Am
they-
I the other asshole?"
They gleefully,
No.
they gleefully say, "Is it?
Look at
Oh,
that.
you mean me?"
Look at that. 96%,
Damn.
and all that's left is dumb Riddler trophies. So we're going to go ahead and come in here, but I want to put in. You got to play. Martin can't. He doesn't want spoilers. You got to play some Arkham here on the couch, man. So I'm going to see about. Let's see. I'm going to switch over to. We're going to make this dramatic moment much less dramatic by putting on Adam West Batman.
You went to the wrong place.
Where is it?
It's under showcase.
Showcase?
Yes.
Okay.
And then it's under costume. The second one over.
Well,
I
this
want-
is
I
how
want
you
the-
get the card.
I
yeah.
want
See, that
card
looks
It's square.
That looks cool, doesn't
It's
it?
square.
Yeah,
Skin.
it does.
Okay. And
Oh, you should have downloaded the free.
Oh no way! You can play Adam West.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
boom!
Nice.
Also, what's really cool is they
Wait.
actually have for free on
that off.
PSN. I don't know if it's on Xbox
okay, I see.
Xbox One, but on PSN they have a free New 52 skin pack,
Yeah.
which actually also has skins for
What is
Robin
this?
and Nightwing,
Yes.
Okay.
which are way better than the costumes that they have in the game.
Cool. All right,
All right,
it's time.
tag in.
You gotta redeem yourself, dude.
Oh,
you're playing.
Well, I
No,
can't.
you're playing.
Well, I've got the mic. What am I supposed to do?
You're supposed to put the mic down and play the game.
All right.
Have you been practicing, Jason? You can nod yes or no. Yeah.
Yeah. So now you go to continue story. What are you doing?
Go. Oh, can you even see the TV from there? Oh, from the light. Yeah. Can I tilt that just a little bit so that that's the one that's on the screen? All right. So we're picking up from our part 3, right?
Yeah.
Is that better? Less glare?
That is better. That is
Okay.
better. Thank you.
And spoilers, because
Huge spoilers.
huge spoilers. Yeah. Cut forward 15 minutes if you don't want to see some shit. Oh, turn that camera around on this motherfucker.
This scene is so freaking cool too. You haven't played this, right, Jason?
Gotta hold that
This
mic
scene?
up closer, Robert. Keep
the,
that mic up there.
No, I really like the way they do the music there. It's super dramatic.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should narrate before it happens.
Oh yeah, you gotta take out this all these guards that are in here. That is a sexy skin.
haven't done that
8
yet.
armed guards. You totally got to this point. You totally got to this point in the game.
Well, I didn't know if you had already done it.
No. I restarted with my own game.
You got to do silent takedowns so to make it easier, so you can knock
Yeah,
them out.
they're coming for you, dude. Steve
There
is
he is.
yeah,
Steve is-
getting shot.
You gotta.
I don't know after the number of Arkham games that we've seen why these assholes who have obviously through their dialogue encountered Batman before do not look up.
Well, it's funny because
Ever.
like what is it? At one point in the game, like they actually get chastised by someone over the radio.
Right.
Basically, like, guys, look up. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
So the week leading up to this game, I actually went through Origins, Asylum, and City.
Uh-huh.
And
Oh shit.
and every single
Just strolling.
and absolutely every single one of these predator stalker scenes.
Yeah.
So frustrating every time they came up. Now what's frustrating is all the goddamn car and tank scenes.
Yeah. I feel like it's funny as you go on through the game. Like I really like some of the new gadgets that they give you.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, there's one that's he's just like, just kidding. He just runs away.
I'm not gonna
Hey,
lie.
I don't. Do you know where the Starbucks is?
I'm not gonna lie. The Adam West suit
Yeah.
actually kicking ass looks badass.
I want to see it in this dramatic cutscene. That's why I wanted to put it on. I want to see this super dramatic cutscene, but as Adam West. John, you got the chat over there. Do you want to
Yeah.
take some chat questions?
I could
Well,
probably field some chat questions
got-
if they wanted to ask
Does the chat
questions.
have any questions?
Because I do
I
have the
hope
chat
that
in front of me.
I hope they enjoyed talking about Batman. I'm just winging it today. Bam! I like you just doing the same thing. There you go. Is that just like Mountain Dew back there? Is that a tank full of Mountain Dew? Is it Ace Chemicals where they create Mountain Dew? It's where they created Code Red for the
Hello,
first time.
John Rubio.
Oh, John Rubio's in the noise.
Uh-oh.
We need to get that guy
What'd he
over here
say?
sometime.
You're still getting heckled about your hair, by the way, Jason.
Your
Yeah.
current haircut?
Yeah.
What did you just
You
say?
got caught. It slows down when they see you, which is actually really nice.
I just want to look at this Batman. This is incredible. I want them. You know what I want them to do is I want them to change the grapnel boost to walking sideways up a wall, or like
Yeah.
running sideways, and then turn the camera.
I wish
That would be
they
great.
I wish they made a skin for Robin.
Oh yeah.
So Jeff, do you think this is your game of the year so far?
No.
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 No, not at all.
I would take Bloodborne over this.
Okay.
I think this game is really good.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I don't know if people remember. It was way back in the olden days. When Arkham City came out,
Yeah.
where like I had some gripes with Arkham City with some of the repetition and just some of the pacing and some of the ways that they were going. I have those same gripes here. Like yesterday, I was doing those firefighter missions, and the last one of them, I literally just I looked it up online. I'm not afraid to say that I looked it up online.
So someone in the chat asked if they bring Grant over in their rap e-mobile,
Right.
Can he host the next segment? No, because I'm hosting the next segment, motherfuckers.
The Rap E-Mobile. The Rap E-Mobile. That's
Oh,
what
mobile.
It is. Yeah.
Sorry, it's not mobile.
No,
it's mobile.
not mobile. It's the Rap E-Mobile. That's,
oh, okay.
That's where me and the kids do our raps.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
God damn it!
You killed Adam West.
Do you want to comment while I do this? You want to do that?
I can do it.
Wow. Okay.
You do it.
I
You do it,
can't.
Robert. You do it, Robert.
I just can't do it. I cannot play fucking video games.
So
what
what-
happened to you,
Like
man?
with an audience.
You used to be beautiful.
I didn't have these
Someone else.
problems.
Someone else asked if Jeff can ever do a spoiler cast for Bloodborne, and I will say he doesn't have to. If you're a Patreon, you can follow the adventures of me and Jeff going through Bloodborne and get everything spoiled for you in normal video game fashion.
Plus, the thing about Bloodborne is that it's one of those games where the like I'm still fuzzy about the lore. Like it took me a year to learn the
Yeah.
lore in Dark Souls.
Yeah.
And I'm still a little fuzzy about it. So
Yeah, I have so many problems playing like with everyone talking and
Yeah.
everything. It's like I'm listening. It's like I have to focus, or otherwise I'm just useless. 'Cause I didn't really have that much trouble playing this. I've actually haven't had any trouble in the game at all.
you've
so
lost your edge.
I
Yeah.
know.
They've said that Jason can't video game.
Oh, no, dude.
They also said Jason can't hair.
Jason can't hair.
Hashtag Jason can't hair.
That is a
Ooh.
hashtag that was used.
Excellent.
My-
Multi takedown. Whoop, boom. Boom. Oh, get
All
him,
right,
Adam.
Robert's doing all right.
Great
He's doing really good. Doing really well.
I need you to do a number of different holy Batman Adam West voices.
Holy dick sore Batman. No, holy dick chicken Batman.
Dick Chicken Batman. No, why have none of the Arkham games had DLC that when you're fighting and you get a critical hit, it puts like Kablowie or Zappo or whatever on top of the screen? Bam!
God, Robert's just
West.
like fucking
West
rocking
out.
here. Yeah,
He knows what he's doing.
He's concentrating.
the costume is badass. Wait, how do you get the Adam West costume?
You have it, motherfucker.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I haven't
DLC.
downloaded it. I didn't
It's
know.
like
You gotta enter
PlayStation-
the code.
Oh, okay.
That came in the
Shit,
game.
I
I'm gonna
bought you. When I went to the store, I said, "Give me 2. You have all this shit." Right?
I'm gonna play the rest of the game just Adam West style.
It's also makes the Batmobile into the old Batmobile.
Well,
Yes.
it looks like the Batmobile, the current Batmobile, but it puts like
The piping.
a skin
Yeah,
over
yeah.
it that gives
Okay.
it the color paint job.
Sweet.
Oh!
That was no good. That's
No
probably gonna leave a
bueno.
mark. But his health is still fine.
No, I
And he's doing everything differently and with style. Unlike me, it's like, I'm going to jump up here.
people
I'm
are
going to jump down
wondering
here.
if,
I'm going to
if-
jump up here. I'm going to jump down here.
So people are wondering if Dick Chicken is one of Loco Steve's villains.
Dick Chicken.
Would
What?
that be the Penguin?
oh yeah.
Instead of the Penguin, it's Dick Chicken.
He goes wah 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 wah.
Ding dong. Always watch Raid Select.
There you
Always
go.
watch Raid Select.
I think that the thing is that I think that these segments, they've definitely done stuff to change them and update them, but they're very similar to what they were in the original. And I really wish that they had a little bit more.
Well, they've added stuff like, okay, if you're using detective mode, there are some guys later in the game that can detect you using detective mode.
Actually, my favorite thing that I've seen is later in the game, there's guys that are wearing a suit that you can't see in detective mode.
really, that's
That's
clever.
actually kind of badass.
Actually, you can
That's
see
clever.
them, but they aren't highlighted. So you have to switch between detective mode and not detective mode in order to get a chance to see them.
Nice.
So, but then there's also all these different things that you can do to kind of nullify.
Make
that.
sure to water your foundation during drought periods.
What?
That was the advice that Steve was giving.
What kind of advice is that? Water
your
foundation?
Yeah,
Rip
I'm
the
sorry.
carpet up and sprinkle.
No, outside. It's a fucking homeowner thing.
Okay.
What? I'm not almost 40. Fuck off.
I still don't know what you're talking about. I wasn't making fun of you.
I was trying to think of something on the fly, and it was lackluster.
Invest for your retirement.
Look at that. I love that. That's great.
You know who the Arkham Knight? Let's talk about who the Arkham Knight should have been. Let's
Who-
not
We're not
spoil
gonna say who it
anything. Let's
is.
not talk about
Yeah,
who it
no,
is.
we know who it
And
is.
It's not Batman, Bryce. It's not Batman. That's yeah.
No, there's the main
Batmantis.
villain in this is a guy named Arkham Knight,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
It's a mystery.
it's a mystery who he is. Who should it have been? Guy Fieri.
KG Beast.
KGB.
I was gonna say David Hasselhoff.
David Hasselhoff.
Because he did
that's a
play
good one.
Michael Knight. I think the clues are all there.
Oh shit. Yep.
God
Yep.
damn, that would have been brilliant.
And then
Do it.
is that what we're doing? Yep. All
Do
right.
it.
And then he's got his own Batmobile, and it's Kid.
It's Kid. Yes.
That's what you find out is when he
Yes.
calls Kid in.
That would have been amazing.
Excuse me, ma'am. Have you seen Scarecrow? Who's our Scarecrow analog for Loco Steve?
I don't know. What does the chat say?
I don't know. It's a good one. Fear makes you. You know, dude, it's all about fear with you. This is that fear. Punch him,
wait.
Steve.
Was he getting on his
Punch
knees
him.
to blow
Yeah.
Loco Steve?
Adam West is brutal.
Yeah, way more brutal than he used to be.
Yeah.
Oh. You got to figure that, okay, you see how Scarecrow has those little.
I will
little
do the Batusi on your fucking grave.
hypodermic needles on
Yeah.
his fingers, right?
Yeah.
It's got to make wiping your butt really difficult.
Yeah.
He's got to have injected his taint so many times. Oh, wait, why did I stop looking at him?
Oh, ding dong! Open the door.
I like the fact that Scarecrow's like, "Hey, was that Barbara Gordon that you were just talking to?" Hold on.
No,
You know, maybe you shouldn't.
it was
take
one of
a-
my Tinder sluts.
When you're beating the shit out of your enemy, maybe you shouldn't take a phone call.
Right, right.
yeah. Exactly.
Bryce
Bryce
says,
says,
"Tell
"Tell
that
that to Solid Snake."
Yep. I kind of want to go back and play through this entire game. You know what I really want is because I wasn't about to play all the way to 100%, so I watched the final cutscene of the game
Yeah.
on YouTube. I want to know if the final cutscene on YouTube is this suit if you're wearing it because it's so dramatic. It's so dramatic that I just want to see it.
I'm just really disappointed in Rocksteady that there's not a Loco Steve skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, they put their ding dong in there with Harley, right?
Yeah.
So,
There needs to be the Ding Dong DLC.
right. So at this point, we're trying to neutralize the fear toxin,
It's gonna blow up all across the eastern seaboard.
right, by as slow as humanly possible.
This is like a game of Operation.
Just rip it out of there, man. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I don't know who in this chemical plant programmed this bank
I
vault thing that, don't move it too fast.
Yeah.
Or the chemicals could explode.
Right. Or when you open it, it's going to foam over, and it just nobody wants.
Not
but-
OSHA compliant at
Yeah.
all.
All right. Where should I put this? Hey, when you put this in where it's going to go, I want you to see if you can pull it back out again, if you can kind of go a little bit back and forth here.
Loco Steve's got to make it sexy.
That's right. Scarecrow, fear toxin.
Yeah, fear toxin. In and out. Steve has to pee, so let's make this quick. Oh, yeah, put it in there.
Here we go.
Put it in there,
We'll
Robert.
go for another. Oh, God. Are we going to have to
Come
cut
on,
off in the
Robert.
middle of this scene?
Put it in there, Robert. No, let's
it
cut
back in.
it. Let's cut it off with a big reveal.
Okay. All right. The beans were probably
Yeah.
slightly longer.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Slip it in there, all
Take
nice.
it, Ace Chemical.
Take it.
Oh, Ace Chemical, you love it.
Take all of my hot toxin.
Oh,
right.
it's so nice.
I just wanted to get a real quick lick on the top of that thing. Just
Ding dong. Ding dong. Oh!
Oh.
We are 12 years old.
pretty
We are
much
exactly 12 years old.
Blast radius reduced by 25%. Bullshit.
Yeah, so for those of you watching, you don't have to tune off. For those of you that don't want spoilers that are watching, you don't have to tune out just yet. But we'll tell you. You gotta. It's pretty soon if
Pretty
you don't want
soon,
spoilers, because there's
So-
a big one
No,
coming.
it's about 20 minutes worth of this slow ass taking canisters out and putting them back in
Yeah.
other places.
It's like a it's like an art film or something. It's slow build.
Do a flip.
So they want to know, can any of us, or can you, Jason, do a Christopher Walken impersonation and be the voice of Batman?
No, I've
as
never been
Christopher Walken.
very good at Christopher Walken
Yeah?
voice.
Is that
yeah.
your Christopher Walken? It's terrible.
No,
Yeah.
I've
Terrible.
never been very good
I think everybody
Like
thinks
you
at
could-
doing.
You can do
Christopher
the mannerisms.
Walken.
everybody thinks they've got
Yeah.
a good Walken.
Yeah, I don't. I don't at all.
It's really just the
Like
the.
Batman.
Bruce Wayne. Yeah.
He's telling me
I really
that.
have to close these windows. I'm so worried that there's like police out there watching her.
Yeah.
Right, so you know what I want to happen at the end of this segment is for somebody to knock on my door and be like, hey, I was watching you play that Batman game out on the street. You spoiled the shit out of it, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
So when I first
Double
played this
mic.
game, I thought this was actually one of my favorite scenes of the whole game. Not just the what's about to happen,
Yeah.
but just this slow dramatic scene.
Yeah.
And when Batman says goodbye, Alfred.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
we're
Oh
actually
God, that was kind of heartbreaking, right?
we're being real stupid about this, but it's a really great
There it is,
scene.
right there. Yeah.
Yep.
Goodbye, Alfred.
Yep. Because he's like, Master Bruce, please, I've been the voice of reason for 30 years. Will you listen to anything that I say
Yeah.
ever?
shut up, Alfred. I
This
love you.
one time.
That's right. Ever?
Steve calls him Roscoe, by the way.
Roscoe.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah, well,
you
no.
can't take too long, but you can make the thing blow up.
You can move too fast.
Yeah.
You can take too short.
If it gets into the red, then the thing blows up, and you got to start over.
Yeah. Get it in
Get
there.
it in there.
Get it in there,
Slide
Steve.
nice and easy. Maybe put some Vaseline on there. You let it, or something.
To see Steve spit on his hand.
Oh God.
That's so
Steve's gonna Brokeback Mountain this.
Oh, God damn. What? Blast radius increased by 1,000%. Wait a minute.
Yeah. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
All right. Tune out if you don't want to
Tune
spoil
out
it.
if you don't want this spoiler.
Yeah. Click off if you don't want a
Pause button.
spoiler.
Come back at 10:05 or something.
Yeah. Come back in 15 minutes.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Here we go.
Which this caught me so off guard. I did not see this coming.
Hey! Don't look at the screen.
Yes. Look away, Cargill. Look away.
Oh!
Miss me?
The hipster.
Look, kids, it's Mark Hamill.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, we'll be back.
Is that we're gonna cut it off there? Okay.
It's up to you, man.
Oh yeah. Because we're just gonna start up with this next sequence. So yeah, let's go ahead. We'll take a break and then we can come back to this at the end of the next sequence. Or I don't know how that's gonna.
Why do you play a
John,
card
you're-
game on the next sequence?
That's
John?
what I was going to do. We were
Yeah.
going to play another round of
Do we want to make like maybe
Super
the,
Fight.
Maybe we want to make like the entire last sequence this in the background where. I don't know.
We could.
can
Let's
do
talk about it.
questions.
Let's talk about it.
We'll figure
But yeah.
it out.
Come
Thanks so
back.
much
Come
for
back in a few
watching.
minutes for Super Fight.
Yep. Motherfucker, I'm hosting this.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.